What's going on, guys? So today's video, we're going to be talking about the two biggest mistakes people make when selling on Amazon. Now, I made this video with Dan, so you will see him in here, but there's some good information, a little bit different than what I've said in the past. So hope you guys found this useful, and let's get into the video.
All right, everyone. So I have Tanner here with me right now, and he's going to cover two of the mistakes that he sees a lot of people doing, and in his own personal experiences, he's gone through as well that might have cost him, whether it's hundreds or thousands of dollars. So Tanner, I'm going to mute myself and just take it away.
All right, guys. So the main mistake I see people making on Amazon is not differentiating their products. Now, I have a product on the screen, which is a prime example for kind of both aspects of that. So they're either going in there and they're listing the same exact product. So every single product's the same. The only difference is the listing or the price. Perfect example of that is the Angleizer, which I have up on the screen. You'll see it's changed a little bit, but over the last couple of months, it used to be all these yellow ones. They'd all look the same. They're all plastic. They do the same thing. And the only difference is the price. So you can see $5.99 here, $9.99 here. And the whole first couple pages were just this product, nothing with it. Now, when I say differentiate, you can do a couple different things. You can bundle things together. So I could sell this ruler with maybe a tape measure or something like that, which you can do research on and figure out yourself. I can make a slight change to the product. And this is what you'll see now with the top sellers, because over time, the best products make their way to the top because they differentiate it. You can see these are aluminum Angleizer tools, which are all now mainly the top ones. And you can see the price difference. So a metal and a plastic one, for buying them from China, maybe $1 or $2 difference per unit. They're selling double or 2 or 2.5 times the price on average for just using metal instead of the plastic right here and differentiating. And you can see this guy has his own little custom box and added something to it, which is a carpenter pencil. So perfect example of bundling right here. Now, I do know multiple people that started this, maybe sold 1 or 2 a day, had a lot of trouble, had to lower their price, $5.99, $9.99. There's not really any profit there, maybe $1 or $2. And it's just a race to the bottom when you're not differentiating. So I knew people who started this product and were maybe getting 1 or 2 sales and struggling. And then I knew one person, 2 people actually, that started the metal one and were absolutely killing it and making more profit. Now, again, that's the only reason. The listings were both pretty similar. Everything was done the same. It was due to the fact of them differentiating, making the product better, or adding more value by either getting a metal one, making it different, higher quality, or even bundling like this first listing here did. So that is the main mistake I see people doing, just throwing up the same exact product, thinking they don't have to do any work, and it's that simple. You need to use your brain, differentiate. I really enjoy bundling. I do that with a lot of my products. So perfect example with my students. It's a make or break thing, differentiating. So that is the #1 mistake I see. Now, the second mistake I see is tracking a product for a couple days to see how well the product sells. Now, there is a website you can go do this. It's completely free. It's camelcamelcamel.com, which is what I have up right now. And you can take any product. So let's say I click on this and check what the price has done over the life of the product. See if they changed in prices, if the sales changed, if it's seasonal. So maybe spikes in sales happen just in January, February, or something like that. So all I have to do is get the ASIN number over here. Always starts with a B0 normally. And I copy and paste that and just take it in over here to this website, enter it in. And I can see the price history for this product. So he started at $14.49 and kept it there entirely. And let's see, we can see when he started selling. So this is a very new product. He started November 22nd of 2017. So very, very new product. Now, as far as the sales history, let's see, let's let this load. It might not have been up for long enough. Let me see. Okay, so we will need to do a different one, but you'll normally be able to see the sales trends and see when it's going up and down. And one thing with that is you want to make sure the product has been selling well for a little bit amount of time, and it didn't just spike up the last couple of days or the last week or 2. Now, the reason you want to make sure that it's not doing that is that people can do giveaways on Amazon and it makes it look like they're selling the product, but when in reality, they just did a big giveaway and it kind of distorts the data for the next 30 days because it averages out the sales. So if I do a giveaway of 100 units and then start selling one a day, it's going to look like I'm selling 5-6 units a day when in reality, I'm selling one and just did a big giveaway. Now, on this chart I just pulled up, you can see this guy's been selling since September 18th. And this number right here is sales rank, which is just correlated with the amount of units they're selling. The lower, the more units they're selling. So right here, we see this guy is way up here, 159, 176, which is his low, which is very good. That's probably 50 to 100 plus units a day. I'd guess around the 50 range. And then you can see he starts to drop off right here and he goes all the way down to 82,000. Now, what this can be, sometimes you can see it was kind of a 15-day period, and then he jumped right back up. He probably went out of stock here. So something to keep in mind. This would make me want to go check other products, though, and just make sure that they're selling consistently as well. So just do this with probably the top 5 to 10 products. Make sure it's one, not seasonal if they've been selling for multiple years. You don't want to see the data go, okay, September to December, they do great, and then January, the rest of the year, it sucks, or same thing for summer. So just make sure it's a pretty consistent product. Now, you might see things like this again. If he runs out of inventory, he's not getting sales. So obviously his sales rank will go way up to 82,000, but he came right back, which again makes me believe he ran out of stock. So those are going to be the 2 biggest mistakes I see on Amazon that will cost you the most amount of money.
Awesome. Thanks a bunch, Tanner. Now, I do have 2 questions in both the topics that you discussed, and I really want to elaborate on those. Now, you don't have to take like 10 minutes to answer each one. Just, short, simple, to the point answers are awesome. So when it comes down to differentiating, is it hard to bundle products? Meaning, is it hard to go out there and inside of Amazon set up some type of bundle offer?
No. So as far as listing, it's the same exact thing. It's one listing. You don't create 2 separate and combine them together. It's one listing. And as far as the supply chain aspect of that with suppliers, usually a supplier sticks with one niche. So maybe they're in sports and outdoors or camping or something like that. They'll usually have related products. So like the Anglizer, I guarantee most 99% of the suppliers have that carpenter pencil as well. So you can usually just order them and they'll package them together. You package them as one. You don't send them in separately. And it's the same thing as one product. It's just they're together. So nothing throughout the process is different. It's still considered one product.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, let me ask you, does it have to be a major add-on? Does it have to be something so out of this world?
No, you want it to be something very, very small. Like I said, they include a pencil, probably costs them 20 cents a unit. Probably they can increase their price a couple. I think they were $2 or $3 higher than the next competitor who didn't bundle. So spending 20 cents to get a return of probably an extra $2.50, I'll do that. You don't want it to be something big, because you're not trying to have 2 products separate that you're selling together. You want the main item and then a small little bonus that's like a free gift.
Right.
I'm selling this, and I just put them in one.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right when you say the bonus. That's really that'll really get somebody over the edge to take action from your listing. So the other questions now, the other 2 is tracking products for a couple of days. You talked about camel. So how many products should someone track at one given time? Because as you know, there's a lot of beginners that will come into Amazon at one given time. How many? And I know a lot of beginners. You work with a lot of beginners. A lot of beginners come through the program. Do they tend to, watch 50 products at one time, and then you tell them, okay, come back to reality and watch 5? What's your formula to more so how many products you're watching at any given time so you're not overwhelmed?
Are you talking about like different products?
Yeah. Well, that was kind of what the second question of this is, do you let Camel dictate which product and category you go into? So those are the 2. So I guess really is.
I don't let Camel really do that. But as far as watching products, I'll watch let's say it's one. So the Anglizer, I'll watch the top 5 or 10 of those for about a week. If you're talking about completely different products, like a camping hammock and then the Anglizer, it's just however many I find. I mean, I'm not going to have 50 I'm watching. I might have 5 to 10 and then choose the best 1 or 2. But yeah, I usually don't have more than 10. If you do, then you're probably including bad products in there.
All right, cool. Well, thanks a bunch, Tanner, for being here and giving your two biggest mistakes and helping people overcome that as well. So again, thanks a bunch.
No problem.